doing some cruising, doing some tuning on this new Edelbrock AVS2 650. The AVS2 door, one of the hardest things to figure out because everything is in increment adjustments, like an 1/8 turn here, 1/16 of a turn there. You just got to test it, take it off, adjust it, test it, adjust it, test it, and what it is it opens up your secondaries on this Edelbrock AVS2. And normally if you're out of adjustment, if it's opening too soon, you'll get a dead bog when you lay into the barrels to get the back two barrels open up. So I've been playing with it, and I think I pretty much got it figured out. On the secondaries, getting the AVS2 door to open correctly. That's the biggest thing, is trying to get it working right, and then I'll finicky everything else. But normally if you lay into it and it stumbles, that means you need to tighten your spring up, get your door to open a little bit later. You open it too soon, so it's dumping too much air in there for the fuel it's getting, and it's not atomizing correctly, so it causes a dead stumble. And then once it levels out and picks back up, then you get the dead bog, and then it picks up and takes off, and that's what you don't want. What you want to do is be able to lay into it and just get a steady flow of air with fuel, and it just opens right up and don't give you any issues. You don't get the bog or nothing like that. And just hang with me, we caught a red light. We'll get over here on this little straightaway and we'll see how the secondaries do. I need to check my air conditioner. Either I need a fan to push on the condenser, or I need to check the pressures on it. Right now it's blowing about 50, 51 degrees. I'd like to get it down about 40. But I mean, it is a 50-year-old car, so we may never get there, but I'd like to get as close as possible. I mean, it's comfortable cruising around right now. I think it's 81 today, so this ain't bad. It's nice cruising around. So see, we got, it takes off, it don't hesitate, it don't stumble, so that's good. Let's shift into second here. Let's get up here. We'll get about 2,000 RPMs and we'll lay into it and see what happens. See if it bogs or not. So I got a little small bog, so that means I need to stop and tighten the door up just a little bit more, maybe. But that's why you do this. That's why you run around testing and tuning. It ain't fuel injection. You can't just throw a computer on it and get on there and type da-da-da-da-da, and then dump more fuel, less air, more air, less fuel, and you're all good to go. This one here is trial and error. You run around, see how it reacts, make an adjustment, see how it reacts. I could do a little bit better if I had an AFR gauge. I don't have an AFR gauge in here. The things are like $200, and I just don't have $200 laying around for something that I would like to have but don't necessarily have to have. A lot of people built and tuned these carburetors for years without a AFR gauge. A lot of them do it by feel and just listening to it. I mean, it is what it is. You just have to work with what you got. It's definitely a rich man's game, if you don't mind paying people to do your shit. But I like doing everything myself. I like learning. That's how I figure stuff out, is trial and error. So don't ever be afraid to get in there and try something, and it may work, it may not work, but you know what? If you learn from it, it was worth it. I mean, I've done everything to this car myself other than the purple paint. I painted the hood, I rebuilt all the front suspension, I did all the interior, I put the headliner in myself from a wheelchair, rebuilt the rear end, I did a gear swap in the rear end. I'd like to put a shear grip in there, but another one of those things that money just don't allow. Transmission was having problems, so I yanked it out, got me a couple of manuals, asked some questions, watched a few videos, tore it down, rebuilt it myself. I built the engine in the car. It ain't super crazy. I think it's maybe 300 horse, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in there trying to win no races or nothing. I just want something that I can drive around that sounds good and it's fun to play with. You know, so it is what it is. Anyways, I appreciate watching. Give me a like, give me a follow, share this. You know, maybe help somebody.